education program. Okay. So numerical and complex mathematical operations, software development, operations system installers, CAD and CAM applications, embedded applications, IoT-based applications, console-based applications. There are a lot much of, there is a huge ground on which Python is working. Python is very hot nowadays. That is the only reason that everyone wants to learn Python. Now, whether in schools, as I've told you, they are using the Python language, Python software for the education programs, whether it's engineering colleges or any other system. Now, getting started with Python. What are we going to do with Python? What are we going to learn in Python? First of all, today we are going to cover the topics. First is history of Python. Second of versions of Python and which MNCs are using. Okay, now the downloading process of Python software, Python programming is inspired from, and what are the features of Python? Clear? Any questions? If any questions, if you people have any questions, just let me know in the chat box so that I can clear your queries. Thank you. And one more thing, if any one of you wants to join us, wants to join our batch, we will provide you the WhatsApp. We will provide you the WhatsApp messages, WhatsApp link. One can join with that as well. Okay, let me give you the WhatsApp link first. If anybody wants to join us on the WhatsApp, this is a WhatsApp link. I'm sharing you with the chat in the chat box. I'm sharing you in the chat box. If anybody has questions, anybody has any questions, let me know in the chat box so that I can answer you. Okay, so let's start it again. Let's get back to the topic. Okay, so we are going to talk about the history of Python. How the Python has developed, who has developed the Python, and when it has come into process, when has the people started using Python? We are going to all talk about it. So, what is the history of Python? Python is a general purpose, as we have already discussed. It's a general purpose programming language used in many applications. Like in development of real-time applications, the Python programming language was conceived in the year 1980. It has started working in 1980. We have started going ahead with the Python. Python has been conceived in 1980. So the Python programming implemented, it took 9 years to bring it in the action. Okay, it took 9 years to bring it. Took 9 years to develop it, and the language implemented bring into action in year 1989. Now, the Python programming language officially released in the industry in the year 1991, February 20. Okay, you don't need to note down anything. You will get each and everything. You will get everything in on your every details in the PDF format with you. Okay, we will share each and everything with you. Now, as I've told you, the Python programming language officially released to the industry in the 1991. February 20. The Python programming language was developed by Guido van Rossum, who was the who gave birth to Python. Guido van Rossum was the person who gave birth to Python. The Python programming language developed at Centrum Wiskunde Informatica Institute in Netherlands. Okay. Python programming language developed in Centrum Wiskunde Informatica, CWI Institute of Netherlands. Now, the next is ABC programming language in the predecessor of Python programming. ABC programming language is the predecessor of Python programming language. Okay, the Python programming language managed and maintained by a non-commercial organization, that is Python Software Foundation. So it is managed by a non-commercial. It is not a commercial organization. It is a non-commercial organization, Python Software Foundation, which manage and maintain Python programming. The official website of Python Software Foundation is www.python.org.com. Is that clear? Okay. Someone has a question, let me answer him. I'll answer the question of the person. Don't worry. You have to. Let me answer the person first. Okay. As I've told you, the official website is www.python.org. Now, what are the versions of Python MNCs are using? Versions is one of the numerical identity given by Project Win. Python programming language contains three types of version. How many types of version we have? As I've mentioned, three types of version we have. Okay. First, the major version which took place earlier first was 1.x. 1.x was the version which just started. Here, 1 is a major function and x represents the minor version. Earlier it was x, then 0. Earlier it was 0, 1.0, 1.2, 1.1, 1.3, 1.5. So after point, whatever versions are coming, they are the minor versions. Okay, and earlier they are the major function. Like 1.x, 1 is a major function and x is a minor function. Now, the 1.x, they all are now outdated. Python programming does not support, let me clear one thing to you, Python programming does not support backward compatibility. Okay, so it does not support backward compatibility. Earlier it was supporting 1.x, now it is the version has expired. Now the version which people are using nowadays is 3.x. 3.11 version is nowadays hot and we are working on that. and we prefer you to, as I've told you, you have to download 3.11. It is the latest version which took place on it. Earlier it was 3.10, now it's 3.11. Okay, but bug fixing is again going ahead with it. So it is, but nowadays we are working with 3.11 version. 2.x, 2 is way here. Let me example. Earlier 2.x was there. 2 was the major function, and I repeated as I've told you earlier also. Point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4, point 5, point 6, point 7. They were the minor versions. And nowadays, the major version is 3, and 3.11 is nowadays hot. So we recommend you people to download the Python 3.11 version from 3 www.python.org. Let me show it to you from where we have to download and how to download. Now we have to go with this, and here we have to go ahead with www.python.org. Open the link. Here we have the options of downloads. Here the now download for 3.11. Okay, so download 3.11. You all need to download the 3.11 because this is the latest version of this. Let me tell you, 3.10, see, it's already downloaded in my system. That is why I'm unable to download it. Okay. 3.10 as it's still Blackbox, and when it's come into action, it's on 4/10/2021, sorry. And in 3.11, as I've told you, on 24th of October 2022, it comes into an action. So the hottest version of Python is 3.11. Still, some companies are using the versions of 3.7, 3.8, 3.9. Still, the companies are using. Clear? Okay. Now let's start with our session. Let's get back to our session again. Okay. So as I've told you, you have to download the Python 3.11 by going ahead with www.python.org. Now, what all the features we have? What all features we have in Python? Let's start with that. What are features? What is the meaning of features actually? Features of a language are nothing but services or facilities provided language developers in the language, and they are used by language programmers for develop real-time applications. Okay, so the features are nothing but are the facilities provided by the language provider to develop the real-time applications. Python programming provides 11 features. Okay, so we have 11 features in Python programming. Let's start with that. They are, let's go ahead with it. Okay. It is a simple programming language. It's a simple programming language. It is freeware and open source. Okay, platform independent language. It is a dynamically typed programming language. It is interpreted programming language. It is high level programming language. Robust, that is strong programming language. Extensible, embedded, both functional and object-oriented programming language. It also supports third-party APIs. Now, what are APIs? APIs means it also supports third parties libraries. Okay, APIs are nothing but libraries. Okay. Now, the Python is inspired from 4 different programming languages. We should know that from where the Python is inspired from. Python is inspired from functional programming from C, object-oriented programming from C++, modular programming language from Modulo 3, scripted programming language from Perl. Okay, so Python is inspired from 4 programming languages. Someone has raised the hand. Let me ask them what they want to ask. Yes, Feroz, tell me what do you want to ask? Am I audible to Feroz? Okay, Falgun Chasalia wants to talk. Let me ask them what does they want to ask.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
I've done Sunil sir's Python program. How it will be
Okay.
differ from yours program?
See, the
Like,
Sunil sir is also teaching the Python programming, so there is no competition between him and me. Okay, so he is teaching the basic programming language, and rest I have no. And the thing is, and we are teaching the high level programming. It is an
hi
advanced language.
hi means okay. So you will go a bit advanced about
With
it, yeah?
advanced, exactly.
And
We'll go
we
ahead with advanced.
and one more thing I would like to ask you is that are you going to like say when you say advance, will it be like this PPT style or will it be more practical aspect as well?
No, it is. It will be more practical. It will be more of practical. We'll all teach the PPT style is the basic concept. This is the very starting. This is a very starting of the Python. So first you should be aware of all these things. You need to know the basics of the Python. Then we'll definitely start with the programming. It is not the PPT style. Okay.
Okay. Okay, fine. Thank you
Anything
very
else you
much.
want to know?
No, that's fine. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, Manoj here. I have a question.
Yes,
I
Manu.
want to know like Python is how much differ from normal shell scripting in Linux?
See, the thing is, as I've told you, Python is a different programming language. As I've earlier told to you in, other people as well. Someone
Mhm.
asked me the same question. And Python is inspired from, as I've told you, it is inspired from C, C++, and the other languages, but it is actually different. Different. It makes everything very easy. We did less programming, did less coding. We can actually solve the bigger issues, bigger problems. Sorry.
Okay, and one thing, is it helpful in like automation in like Linux part?
See, it is helpful in Linux, but it always depends. Yes, I've told you that it is always helpful in all the parts. Whether you are a teacher, whether you're a doctor, whether you're in automation industry, Python will definitely help you out.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yes, who else has the question? Rose Khan, you want to talk? Anyone else wants to ask the question? Hello. Is this
Hello, hi ma'am. Dhananjay Dubey here.
Yeah, Dhananjay. Tell me.
Yeah, actually, I am from the INO background, network, security, server, and some part of application and automation.
Okay.
Okay, so could you please elaborate in your lectures how I
Mhm.
can interpret with those functions with the Python?
We will definitely tell you each and everything. It is just a start of Python, right? We have just started with Python. It will definitely help you out. We'll provide you each and everything in details that how it is going to help you in your secure uh, in this what you are doing this. You are going more to automation,
I have
right?
no infrastructure part, automation part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so basically, actually, I'm providing support to manufacturing plant. So they
Okay.
have a lot of infrastructure like DCS, automation,
Mm-hmm.
CCTV.
Mhm,
security, cyber
mhm.
security, tools.
Okay. Hmm.
So
Definitely.
how we can touch with the Python? How we can get the faster regulation or faster things with the Python?
Python,
That actually I want to
Python,
understand.
okay. Python is something which will help you, which will provide you more. You can do your purpose, whether it's a security, whether you with this software, you can actually it will all actually help you out in it will you'll get more perfect in that. Okay, you can it is more secure. Okay, as it is Oracle based, also it is more secure. MySQL and everything. So why do we save all these things in MySQL and Oracle? Just because there we need to know, and it will actually, it takes less space, and we can save more of the data, which is very safe to us. And it is as you asked me, it is very secure, it is very safe, it is very easy for us to work ahead with security, CCTV and the automation industry in whatever field you're working with, it will makes you work easily and secure. It's secure as well. Okay, Dhananjay?
Fine, ma'am, no problem. That's fine.
Okay. Now let's go ahead with the functional Python inspired from, as told you, it is a Python programming language from C, object oriented programming from C++, modular programming language from Modulo 3, scripting programming from Perl. Okay. Now let's go ahead with this. Okay. Now how the Python is simple. Python is one of the simple programming language because of the three important technical factors. Why it is simple? Because of the three important technical factors. First factor is Python programming provides rich set of APIs. As I've told you that it provides rich set of APIs so that Python programming can use the predefined code without writing our own code, and hence Python based applications are easy to develop. Okay, so that Python programmers can use the predefined code without writing our own code. Okay, so it is easy to develop. Now, definitely, what is API? Definition of API. An API is a collection of modules. A module is a collection of functions, variables, class, example, calendar, maths, CMath, OS. Let us take an example. Let's go ahead with how it is simple. Let's go ahead with it. Okay, let's start with as I have 3.10 version as well with me. Let's do with that. If it is very easy and we have to use, let's start like if we want to print a calendar, how do we do? In C or other languages, we use lot much of coding, like but in Python, we just have to do write import calendar, enter, then print calendar. Okay, dot month, which month you want to go ahead with, then which year, like we want to go ahead with 2023, comma 1. It's in the enter it. Now see, with the two lines of coding, you got the month, you got this, the calendar of January 2020. Is it right? Okay, so that is the reason we are saying it's very simple and with very less coding, we can actually go ahead with uh, we can actually go ahead with the programming language. It will always help us in developing the new programs. Okay. Now, definition of APIs, as I've told you. Now, factor two is Python programming provides garbage collector whose role is running of regular Python program for collecting and removing unused memory space. So which memory space which was not used, or if it feels it's not working, it's not useful, garbage collector will definitely come by its own and will remove the unused memory space and improves performance of Python-based application. It will not slow down the process. It will not slow down the each and every this programming space. It will definitely, what will the garbage collector will come and it will collect the unused memory and remove the, and we will start. It is not that slow, the programming will go slow, it will go faster. We need not to worry about it. Hence, garbage collector takes away the automatic memory management. Garbage collector in this Python, it automatically manage the memory. Okay. Now, factor 3 is Python programming provides user-friendly syntaxes. What are the syntaxes? Syntaxes are the formulas. Okay, so Python programming provides user-friendly syntaxes so that the Python programmer can develop error-free programs in limited span of time. In limited span of time, it will provide the user-friendly syntaxes so that the Python programmer will easily go ahead with that. Now, the second is platform independent language. How is it a platform independent language? Platform independent language means data type memory management. Okay, a platform independent language, data type memory remains same on all type of OSs. In all OSs, the data type memory remains the same. In effective platform independent language, all types of values will store in the form of objects. In Python programming, all the types of values will be stored in the form of objects. It's clear here, it is stored in the form of objects, and they can store unlimited amount of data. That is the only reason we can store unlimited amount of data in it, and it is not going to slow down the process. And the garbage collector will come and it will take the collections, which is, and it will take the memory space, it will clear the memory space which is not used. Hence, Java object contains size restricted where Python programmers unlimited size and unlimited values can store. In Java object contains small restricted. In Java, we have the small restricted area. But in why in Python it is unlimited size of, because the Python program save everything in the form of objects. Unlimited values can be stored in. Note, in Python, all values are stored in the form of objects. Okay, as I've already cleared it, that Python programs, all the values are stored in the form of objects. Now, third, freeware and open source. Freeware. Now, what is freeware? And if any software is set to be freeware, it can be downloaded freely from official website. Okay, you need not to pay anything for that. If any software is set to be freeware, it can be downloaded freely from official website, that is Python website, Python software. As I've already told you, you have to go ahead with www.python.org. Just log in. Just as you go ahead with the website, as you log in the website, you just need to click the download option, download the Python programming. The latest version is 3.11 version. So you have to go ahead with it and you will be able to download. You don't have to pay anything for that. Now, what is OpenSUSE? The standard name of Python is called C Python. What is the standard name of Python? It is C Python. Some of the company vendors came forward and customized C Python and used the customized version as in-house tools in the companies. Such types of customized version of Python is called distribution of Python. Some of the company vendors came forward and customized C Python. Okay, and who is the company? Who is the company which is taking care of the Python programming? who is still working on the Python is WTP. The official website is www.python.org. As I've told you earlier, such type of customized versions of Python are called distribution of Python. Now, what are the distribution of Python? The part Python is distributed in many is distribute. Some of the distributions of Python is mentioned here. One is JPython, used for running Java-based applications. Second is Iron Python or IPython, used for running C#.NET applications. Third is MicroPython, that is used to develop microcontrollers. Fourth is RubyPython, used to develop Ruby-based applications. Now, fifth is Anaconda Python. Okay, that is used to run Hadoop applications, big data applications. The applications which are big in data, which have a big data, they are known, and Anaconda Python is used to run such applications. Okay. Now let me ask the questions. Let me have some chats. Let me clear that. Yes, let me clear the Narsimha Raju is asking me whether will this training cover the basic Python to advanced Python? Yes, Narsimha, it is going to cover basic plus advanced Python. Hi Ritu, I have Jupyter Notebook as an IDE with me. Can I go ahead and use for coding in this class? Yes, you can. But before proceeding with further, you can go ahead with Jupyter Notebook. You can go ahead with PyCharm also. You can go ahead with any of them. But basic is if you use the Python version 3.10 or 3.11, that will be the basic. That will help you out, and later we will definitely go ahead with PyCharm and Jupyter Notebook, and we will tell you how to use this. Okay. Okay, I've already paid the fees but not able to ask questions. My ID is okay. Kindly support. Definitely will help you out, Rajesh. And you just need to raise your hand. I'll definitely give chance to everyone to ask the questions. Okay, so you need not to worry about it. Just raise your hand. I'll definitely tell you. Hi Ritu, Naga, small question. I have a question. I think I'm not audible. You just need to re-log in if you're not audible, dear, because I am audible to everyone. If you just re-log in again, you will be audible to me. Okay. Whose voice was not clear? My voice is not clear. Okay. Now some participants ask questions. Let me ask them. Okay. Rakesh Chandra. Okay, wants to talk to me.
Hi Ritu, good afternoon. Actually, I want to ask, like, will it cover the network automation?
See, it will not cover the net. Python is something else. It was not covered in it. It will teach you each and everything. We will teach you the programming, okay? And that will then you'll get the job. It will in the automation sector. If it's helpful to you, you will definitely get the job. We'll provide you the questions also, which will help you in getting the jobs in the automation sector. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
No problems. Yes, anybody else wants to ask the questions? Okay. Rajesh Jadhav wants to talk. Okay, Rajesh, tell me.
Is I'm audible?
Yes, you are.
Ma'am, I just want to know whether the backward compatibility is not supported. Whether
Yes.
it means exactly a version base, or means suppose I write the code in 2 point something and want to execute it in other environment of 3.1. It is kind of this or something else.
No, it is not going to support. The backward compatibility is not supporting. The latest version is the major version is 3. Now 3.10 is also in work. You can, although the companies are using 3.7, 3.8, 3.9 versions as well. So you always need to update it. Okay.
But suppose if I write the some codes in 2 point something, and in my company there is a no 2 point, there is only a 3 point. In such a cases, whether it will be supportive?
No, it will not.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Thank you. Now, Mr. MM also has a question. Just a second. MM wants to, okay. Yes, Mr. MM, you want to ask me the question?
Hi Ritu, good afternoon.
Hi. Very good afternoon. Yes.
I want to ask you about the. Do you teach any modules, libraries like Pandas or NumPy?
Yes, definitely. But one, it's the very start of Python here. We will teach you the
Yeah.
library.
After that,
Go ahead with
at the end.
NumPy and Panda. Definitely, we'll go ahead with NumPy also. We'll go ahead with Pandas also. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
Okay, thank you, Ritu.
No problem. Yes, Rose fun. Okay. Yes, Rose. Rose. Okay, he doesn't want to.
Hi Ritu ma'am, Dhananjay Dubey here. So
Yes,
actually,
Dhananjay.
I want to understand about the lab. Which type of scenario will provide in the lab? Because we are from the different background. How we can
Yes.
relate that? How we can relate our work with that lab?
See, as I'm telling you that Python is a programming language. Now, if we'll talk about a simple lock, let's give an example of a lock, house lock. Okay, that is also we nowadays that is also we can proceed with even we go ahead with attendance also that is also with the help of programming. It gives the thumb impression. We we need to give the biometric for that if we want to come to the company. It is each and everything is related with the programming. Okay, so well, it is always helpful, Dhananjay. Let me clear one thing to you. Everything is Python is a programming language which will actually help in developing the programs in the schools, in the automation industry, in the doctors also. They all are using the Python.
Ma'am, but actually, which scenario we will provide in the lab? How we can understand about where we can use this Python language and which field we can use? That is the language I understood about that thing. If from there, but actually we require some lab which can be related to our work.
See, Dhananjay, let me clear one thing. We can't answer you about it, which lab it is going to help you. It is going to help you if you are going to work in a company or if you are going to work in somewhere, some company or somewhere, then definitely it will help you. But how it will help you in getting, it will help you in getting the job also. If Python is required there, they will definitely provide you the job. But if you talk about the how it is helpful in lab, see, I have no idea about it. I'm sorry for that. I can't help you in that. Anybody else? Any Naga? Okay. Yes, Naga. Hello. Yes,
Hi, can you
Mr.
hear me?
Naga.
Yeah. So
Yes.
actually, I have 5 years of experience into SQL and PL SQL Oracle database knowledge. So if I
Right.
go with Python also, will it be helpful for my career? I mean, can I include?
Definitely, it will help you out, Naga. It will definitely help you out. It will, because Python program, as you know, that MySQL and all, you have a database knowledge also. But the Python will definitely you'll get the promotion also. You will get the good opportunities also because Python is, as I've told you, is a programming language. With less coding, we can solve many issues.
So, but how can I put this? Is suppose after completion of this course, how many experience I can keep in my resume? Confidently, so and then I can
Then
put it.
we will provide you the questions also. what questions the company is going to ask you about the Python. They will definitely ask you that whether you have a knowledge of it, and they will give you the questions based on it. If you will be able to clear, you will definitely get the job, you get the opportunity. Okay,
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
thank you. Yes, Sayed. Okay, Sayed, tell me, what do you want to ask?
Yeah, Ritu, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, I am attending the Sunil Python 6 AM 11110 batch. In this
Okay.
program, in this program, we'll cover the advanced Python, Ritu.
Yes, we are going to cover the advanced Python.
Okay, will you cover PySpark also?
What do you want me to ask? You are not clear.
Okay.
Sayed, you are not clear.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Sayed, you are not clear, dear.
Yeah, this time I am audible, right?
Yes, you are audible.
You will cover advanced Python. I'm asking the question.
Definitely, we will cover.
Okay,
It is
okay,
goes from basic to advanced only.
okay. Thank you, Ritu.
No problem. Anybody else wants to ask the question? Okay, Adu Gambara. Let me ask him. Hello, am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Adu.
I am from civil background, ma'am. Can I easily learn Python?
Yes, you can. I've told you that whether you are from any industry, whether you're a student, whether you're a doctor, whether you have already done with BTech, but BTech also, whether you have learned C, C++, Java or not, that doesn't matter at all. If you learn Python, that is the reason I've told you that this course is from basic to advanced.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. This program will be useful for a real project time, no, ma'am?
Yes, that will help you in real-time applications you can develop with it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, let's go ahead with the other. Let's go ahead with this. Some of the distributions I've already discussed. What type of distributions of Python are there? Now, the next is it is a dynamically fourth feature of the Python is it is a dynamically typed programming language. In the context programming language, we have two types of languages. They are static type programming language, and second is dynamically typed programming language. Now, what is static type programming language? Static type programming languages, in these programming language, programmers must define a variable with data type, otherwise we will get compile them error. Programmer must define a variable. Okay. It is always better to define a variable. Now it's like example A, B, C. These are the integers. Okay. Like let me give you an example of this. Let me get back to let's type A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, C is equal to A plus B. Now print C. Now, what type of C it is? Sorry. C. 30 is coming, 30 is the answer. And what kind of value it is? It is int type. It is an integer type. So I'll explain each and everything. What kind of it is an int type variable. Declaration mandatory. Yeah, that is the reason I'm telling you. Yes. You have to mention, this will definitely declare that what type of is a value it is. It is a float value, whether it is a integer value or what kind of. Example, C, C++, Java.NET. Okay, so that is a static type programming language. Second is dynamically typed programming language. In this programming language, programmer need not to specify the data used for variable, so that data type of variable decided to Python execution environment this value assigned by the programming language. Okay, now let's take this example in practical. Let's go ahead with Edit Plus. Let's go ahead with Python version. Okay, if A is equal to 10, B is equal to 1.2, C is equal to A plus B. Now, what we have to do is print A. Now, what type of value it is? So, what we need to do is comma, type, okay. So, let's see what the answer will. We'll get the answer. It's what type of value it is. It is an integer type value. Now, let's see what print B, what type of value it is. Let's see, it's a float. Now, whatever the value is in points, that is a float value. Now, let's get the answer. What type of value we will get in C? That will be all. That also will be the float value. Now, print C. What type of value it is? C. The answer we got it is float value. So 10 is an integer value, 1.2 is a float value. The answer we got is C, 11.2 is also a float value. So I'm going to paste this example in this. You'll get the answer. Examples 1. Hence, all the values in Python programming language are in the form of all objects. This is of integer value. This is a float value. So I'm going to paste this example also. Okay. So today we are going to over the session with this, and definitely you will get the PDF. You will get the PDF format. Let me ask the questions. If anybody has a question, 7 participants have already raised their hands. Okay, let me ask them. What do they want to Harshavardhan? Okay. Yes, Harsha. Tell me.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Very good afternoon, Harsha.
Ma'am, this section timing will change.
No, the session timing will be from 12 to 1 only.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Harshavardhan want to ask? Yes, Harsha, tell me. Harsha, am I audible to you? Tell me, what do you want to ask? Okay, I don't think so that he is able to, Harsha is able to know me. Okay, Narendra. Okay, Narendra, tell me, what do you want to ask? Narendra, do you want to ask anything? Unmute yourself.
Will it helpful to clear the certification?
Definitely it will be.
Okay. So you will cover in certification point of view also.
No, we are not going to tell you. We don't provide the job guarantee or it will, yes, this course will be helpful.
Okay. That's it. Thank you.
No problem. Divakar. Okay, Divakar, tell me what do you want to ask?
Hi Ritu, can you hear me?
Yes, Divakar, tell me.
Yes. Ritu, I just want to ask at the end of this program, after 50 days or maybe 51 or 52 days, so what is that we're going to achieve? So are we building anything? Are we doing some small pet project kind of a thing? Or it will be kind of just a core subject that you will teach us? At the end of this program, it is we.
We will give you the projects also. Okay, we'll give you the programs also, which we will be able to, as I've told you today, we have told you to download the version. As I've already shown you also that how to download it. We will definitely provide, we'll give you the projects and all that will be helpful for you to get this in getting the jobs.
Okay. The Python that we downloaded, right? So it will be, it's kind of an IDE or it's just in the command prompt that we type it?
You just need to go ahead with www.python.org. You will download the version. It is a version of Python. It is a
Okay,
download.
I understood, Ritesh. I'm not saying the downloaded version of Python. I'm saying, where do we type this? Do we type it in command prompt or do we do it in any kind of an IDE kind of a tool? Or where do we do this?
You can go with command prompt.
Oh, is it? Okay, okay. Yeah, sure, Ritu, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, the question, Devender. Okay, Devender, tell me. Yes, Devendra?
Hello.
Yes, Devendra. Am I
Yes,
audible to you?
yes. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, yes. The thing is like, hi, good afternoon. The thing is like, I need to know the live sessions like free to watch, or else like we need to pay for the live sessions also. Like earlier, Sunil says live sessions free to watch, right?
See, you don't have to pay any. See, I have no idea about it whether you have to pay or not. You need to talk to our management only about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
sure.
but you will get the recordings of this.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
We do know that, but the thing is like, okay, sure. We'll ask management about that. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Pushpa Deshmukh. Yes, Pushpa, tell me. Yes, Pushpa, tell me. Pushpa, you want to ask something? Pushpa, he wants to ask. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, tell me. Yes, Pushpa. Pushpa, am I audible to you? Anybody else wants to ask anything? Okay, let's wind up the session today. We'll definitely talk about the session tomorrow. We'll have it. Yes, somebody has a question that this class will be from Monday to Friday or will be from Monday to Sunday. This class will be from Monday to Friday, Mr. Amit. Okay. Sorry, ma'am, I'm not able to connect with the chat. Okay, you will get the definitely you will get the PDF format of this. Okay. Don't you worry, Adu. You will get the Adu Canberra. You will get the PDF format. You will get everything in PDF. Once the session will be over, this will be uploaded. The notes will be uploaded. Okay. Anybody else has a question? Are you providing recording videos? Yes, you will get the recording videos as well. See, how many years after completing this course, somebody is asking me after completing the course, how many years of experience I can mention in my resume. See, you have to go ahead with definitely with the interview, and if you can't mention the experience, you can tell them that I am from this background, that I have already done the Python training. Okay, but you can't mention the experience, dear. No, dear, we will definitely will start the new session from 4 p.m. Harsha is asking me, ma'am, if possible, change the time to 4 p.m. Please, we're definitely going to start the new session from 4 p.m. Don't you worry about it. If you want, you can always go ahead with that also. Okay. As a Python developer, you want to go with Django, you can definitely go ahead. Don't you worry about it. You can always, are you working in Python? Where are you from? I can't answer these questions there. Okay, dear, let's stop this session today. So we'll talk about this. We'll definitely meet you tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Fine, thank you. Thank you, dear. Let's leave the session. Let's find the session.